Alrighty, it's been a while. Welcome back, everyone. Scarland here, bringing you a new Neverwinter video. And today, as the title suggests, the Alpha Compy is now available in the Zen Market. Now, we shouldn't really be surprised by this. This is what the community wanted, right? We all asked for the company to come around again. Now, to my knowledge, this will be the third time that they've brought this back. The initial release, and then they brought the expedition packs back for a limited time down the road. And now, instead of just bringing the expedition pack, because those are like $150, they brought the Alpha Compy back just by itself. Now, I think this is one of those main Cryptic Studios goals, as they've been telling us over the past several months, to bridge the gap between the veteran player base and the new player base. So if you're currently watching this video, it's July 23rd. We're in the midst of Summer Festival right now. They, as of yet, did not give us a Zen Market sale during this year's Summer Festival. Now, that can still change. It could happen at the end of Summer Festival. However, if they don't give us any sale during the Summer Festival, this is our secondary prize here, right? Now this is going to cost you $25. All right. You're looking at July 23rd to July 30th. It's a one full week to get the Alpha Compy. Everybody should know what the Alpha Compy does. I shouldn't have to go in depth and explain how important of a companion it is to have in your arsenal. So what does Cryptic do? They simply just put it right in the Zen Market, guys. I mean, I can't really complain about this. I can't really say anything negative about this. The only thing I want people to be aware of is that, remember, this is an MMO and the game does evolve. It does change. There is going to be a time where the Alpha Company will be replaced by something else, right? The company could always nerf the Alpha Company. They could always do a bait and switch. They could sell this in the Zen Market for cold hard cash, and then 2 weeks down the road, nerf it into the ground. That's their prerogative. It's their game. It's Cryptic Studios. It's whatever the company wants to do. It wouldn't be the first time that we've ever seen that happen, where they blatantly use a bait and switch market tactic to sell an item that is currently best in slot and then turn around and nerf it into the ground. So just be very cautious. I'm not telling anyone to invest super heavy into this, because let's be honest, depending on what platform you're playing, and if you look at the market data, on Xbox, Alpha Companies were selling for 25 million AD, if not more. On PC, they had a high price tag, but on PC, I believe you could always buy the Alpha Company in the store. It wasn't in the Zen Market, but if you go onto the ARC website here, I believe you could still buy the Expedition Pack for $100. So even if you were on PC, you always kind of had access to the Expedition Pack. At least to my knowledge. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. But us console plebs over here on Xbox and PS4, that's why the prices were so high, because it's such a high tier companion to have. The power increase is insane. It gives roughly 10,000 power. It's a 10,000 power mount that goes in your utility slot. So that's why it's so important. Especially if you're a min-maxer, especially if you're an endgame player, that 10,000 power is insane. Now, my suggestion has always been, why do they keep beating a dead horse with an Alpha Compy that is how many years old now? The Alpha Compy came out during Schult. Alright? We're talking about the jungles of Schult here. We're now on Mod 19. My suggestion was always to the company, why not make a brand new companion? I don't understand. You're in Avernus right now. You're in Mod 19. Why not bring out a new companion, which they could have did in the new Expedition Pack, right? The new Expedition Pack could have had a companion that has the same effect as the Alpha Compy, but instead of having the bonus, the double damage in Schult, you would have the double damage in Avernus, and they would make so much money off of that. So much money. Now that renders the Alpha Compy useless, because now there's a new best in slot item, right? If you don't know what the Alpha Compy does, it gives you 5% power, and it's doubled if you're in Schult, because that's when this companion came out. So you could have 10% power increase if you were in Schult. Okay, this is an MMO. Why are we still focused on a companion that is X amount of years old? Why is the studio not developing a brand new companion with the same exact statistics, but just change the double damage to Avernus? And they could have put that in the latest Expedition Pack to drive more cells to the Expedition Pack. The Good Intentions Expedition Pack. I made a video on it. Go check it out. But here we are. It's July 23rd, 2020, and they're still trying to make money off of Alpha Compys. So who's to say they don't take my advice, and in the next mod 20 or even mod 21 down the road, take my advice, and they make a new companion, just like the Compy, and switch those statistics around wherever we're going to be in mod 20 or mod 21. I think we're going back to Storm King's Thunder or something, Frost Maiden, that's my assumption. So it is what it is, guys. I mean, if you want to buy this, buy it. If you are kind of eerie about it, you're kind of like, nah, maybe I don't want to buy this right now. You know, everyone has their own prerogative, their own agenda. If you want to spend the money, if you want to pay the Zen, if you have access to the ADX, which we'll take a look at, we're going to jump into the game here in a minute, because there's a couple other things that we have to discuss with this. But my overall opinion is like, even I, an endgame top 1 percentile player, I don't have an Alpha Compy. You guys know that. If you actively watch me on Twitch during my live streams, I never had one. I didn't get it from the Expedition Pack. I didn't get it again when the Expedition Packs came around for the second time. I'll probably pick up one now just because they're so cheap. But I never bothered. You can use an owlbear and you'll be fine. You'll honestly be fine. This is only for those min-maxers that care so much about the Paingiver boards, and they care about that very minor power increase. Okay? So that's up to the individual player. It's $25. aka 2,500 Zen. Now, we're going to talk about some discounts that you can do and the sneaky tactics that they put in so you couldn't get a further discount when we jump in game. So let's go ahead. We're going to hop on the Xbox. Let's look at the market data and talk about it some more. Alright guys, and here we are in game, currently on Xbox. So if we navigate over to the Zen Market, go down here, look. It's under the Events tab, which is important to note. So you can see that it's 2,500 Zen. So let's quickly look at the market data on Xbox. Of course, you're going to have to do your own market data on your platform if you're on PC, if you're on, PS4. I can't help you there. So currently on Xbox, if we look at this, they're going for about 2 million. 1.9, right? These are actually overpriced as far as Xbox goes. Xbox has access to the ADX where you can use it instantly. There's no backlog like on PS4. There's no backlog like on PC. So these are overpriced. If we look at it, if we look at the Xbox ADX currently, it looks like we're at 704, 2,500 Zen. You're looking at 1.7. This is how much an Alpha Compy should cost you if you're not a Timmy and you're not paying the inflated price. Right now on the AH, they're going for about 2 million. You're going to pay about 300k more if you would just use the ADX. So, right now, currently, we're looking at 2,500 Zen, $25. It's like almost 1.8 million AD. Now, here's what Cryptic did, which is a nice little sneaky tactic. Whether they did it intentionally or unintentionally, we're never going to know, But if you farmed Protector's Bounties, and you can get a 50% off coupon out of here for companions, then you were sitting even prettier, right? But here's the problem. They didn't put it in the companions tab. Therefore, you cannot use the 50% off coupon from the Jubilee Protector's Bounties. They only put it in the events tab. So you can't use that 50% off coupon. Now, whether they did this intentionally or unintentionally, no one's ever going to know that. But that kind of sucks. Because there's players like me that are sitting on those Protector's bounties because we were all anticipating a Summerfest Zen Market sell, which we did not receive, and now I can't use those Protector's bounties for the Alpha Compy. Now, secondary, we're going to talk about you still can get a discount. If you were lucky enough to farm the Lyral event, then however many Lyral's coupons you got, now this is RNG because you only get one of these coupons, so I could sit here and open up all 25 of these and not get the right coupon. The coupon you need is the 20% off any item. That works. That 100% confirmation works. The 20% off any item. Now you can get that 20% off any item coupon just from invoking your characters. So you can invoke all your characters all weekend, and if you do get one of those 20% off any item, then you're good to go. But if you did farm Lyrals, just remember that there is a 20% off coupon in the Lyrals surprise coupon bundle. Now what that does is 20% off actually knocks that price down to $2,000. So now you're only paying $2,000. So now you're only putting in about 1.4 million AD currently on Xbox. So like I said, you have a possibility to take advantage of the Timmies that don't know what they're doing and make a little bit of profit on the side depending on how many you want to buy and what you want to do as an individual player. So you can knock this down to 2,000 Zen, which is $20 instead of $25. You save 20%. You can't use the 50% off coupons, which sucks, but it is what it is. So now you're looking at 1.4 million when you can probably go ahead and flip it for close to 2 million, thus leading you, not including the 10% auction house cuts, you're making about 500k, 600k, and then take 10% off of that. That's your profit margin. So that's specifically for Xbox only. You'll have to do your own math on PC and PS4. I know you guys struggle with having a backlog on the ADX, so this complicates things for you on that platform. But on Xbox specifically, that's where we're at. So my overall opinions on this, I mean, I don't know. I just don't know anymore. I mean, it seems at this point in the game's life cycle rather, 7 years of the Neverwinter life cycle so far, now it seems that it's just socially acceptable to put anything in the Zen Market for sale, for cold hard cash. I don't think there's any more limitations. Cryptic Studios will do whatever they want to do at this point. They will simply sell best in slot items on the Zen Market. Neverwinter is 100% becoming pay to win at this point. You can't even argue that fact anymore. You were able to buy account-wide legendary mounts on the Zen Market. You were able to buy best in slot weapon and armor enchantments. You were able to buy maxed out rank 15 enchantments. And now you have one of the best in slot companions. Now, we were anticipating during the Summer Festival that they were going to come out with a companion pack with a plethora of the top-end companions in it. They did not do that. They just sold the Alpha Compy. Now, who's to say that that doesn't still happen down the road? We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, this is where we're at in the game in 2020, guys. I mean, it is what it is. Facts are facts. You cannot even argue that anymore. It's pay to win, 100%. They've literally, Cryptic has no more limitations, no more bounds. There's no more hiding it. It's simply, they will sell anything they want to sell in the Zen Market now. So take that as you will. That's where we're at. I mean, it's just factual information. Who's to say what's coming down the road? Now, again, it is an MMO. Everything evolves. The Alpha Company will not be best in slot forever, just like rank 15s and rank 14s. They're not going to be best in slot forever. The game is going to evolve. Enchantments are going to increase in level. Mythic mounts will eventually come out. I mean, the game evolves. But as it sits right now, any little Timmy over the past 6 months could have just maxed out a character with a swipe of a credit card. So, and it's always been like that. I mean, a lot of people are going to argue with me in the comments and say, well, Neverwinter's always been pay to win because of the ADX. As long as you're swiping your credit card and selling all that Zen instantly and getting all that AD and just buying whatever you want. So there's lots of arguments to be had. There's, it is what it is, guys. This is just where we're at. This is my opinion on it. You can leave me a comment below and tell me how you feel about it. I'm going to pick up, like, I don't know, one or two. I'm going to use one myself, and maybe I'll sit on one just to see if the price goes back up. I mean, remember, these were going on Xbox for 25 million, 20 million, 22, 24, 33, 37, and now all of a sudden, bada bing, bada boom, dead. Price dead. Dead on arrival, down to 2 million AD. Again, it's a limited time sell, so once the market dries up on these, maybe they will go back up in price. I'm not going to heavily invest in these. I'm just not going to. I'll buy one or two, maybe three, maybe four maximum, just to sit on them, just because 2 million AD means absolutely nothing. That's a drop in the bucket. So even if I sit on four of them and something better comes along, I'll just bind them on other characters or something. It's no big deal. But just be very cautious as an individual player. Make your own decisions. Make logical decisions. If you're on Xbox, don't be buying these out of the auction house, obviously. Be buying these on the Zen Market by transferring your own AD into Zen. Don't be a Timmy, folks. Don't be a Timmy. So yeah, it's been a while since I put out a video, but there's just hasn't been any content. We're waiting for Mod 19 to come out here fairly soon, and then the content will pick up again. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Make sure you smash that like button. Really helps the YouTube algorithm. That's all I got for you today. Leave me comments below. Let me know how you guys feel. I'll see you guys real soon.